Hello and welcome back to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are in the frozen wastelands, or rather the blue carpet, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe the North Pole, maybe the South Pole. But we are in a place where we have cool coasters, buildings, and salt water, because else it would not be not frozen, right? So yeah, there we are. With no money to spend and also no money to care about, we can just do whatever we want. And all we need is 2,500 guests in the park with a rating always above 700. Which I think is easy, but not something that we can achieve quickly. So now another thing that we haven't really done is added a few guests with names from my... Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, well, it's quite a long list. It's almost one page already. So yeah, let's see. Who are we gonna add here? We're gonna do the treble clef. And I was about to say, like, how much money do you have? But wait, what? Didn't you? Treble clef. There you go. I was about to say, like, how much money do you have? But that's not a thing that applies here, right? And then guest 402, you're gonna be damage, because of course I need to be in the park. And then last but not least, we have guest 404, and you are going to be Harrison Pilozo. There you go. Nice. Right, okay, having done that, I think what we also might want to do is, yeah, I am pretty sure that we will not have that much vandalism in the park, but it's never a bad thing to check. Now, last time we built this coaster, and I don't believe we have any ratings yet, but that won't be an issue for long. What we need to do is just add a few more rides to the park, and we'll be good. Maybe with all the water, should we do like a boat hire? I feel that might not be such a bad idea. Let's do one with tracks. You know, so we're not gonna do like a free range one because the bodies of water over here are just way too big to do that. You know, we're gonna have guests that are not gonna come back. We might wanna do something like that over here, you know. This is a nice place for like a free range boat hire. But over here on the big, well, blocked river with beaver, the Beaver River, I think we, yeah, let's do it tracked. I think that's the better option here. So let's see that we get like at least a good amount of, what are we gonna do with this? I mean, obviously we have all of them. Should we do bumper boats? Motor controlled, I like that. Of course I like engines. I like everything that can make speed with an engine. This is no exception. Alright, let's build this over here. First, let's get the queues in there. You know, even in the frozen wasteland, where it would probably be better if you were to do some physical activity to warm yourself up, I still want engines. Oh, and apparently we got space theming. That's totally the thing that we need, of course. I'm not sure if we've placed benches there, because I don't get any audible feedback from the game. Thanks for that, game. Thank you. But I assume that the benches are placed. Now, let's see here. I think that to get the ratings of this ride up, what we want is for it to hug the coast a little. We also don't want this to go out too far, because, yeah, you know, that's gonna lead to issues. And other rides are, of course, very good to pass by, as well as pathing. So I believe we're doing this. Basically, we have like one of the best track designs available, you know, possible. Everything. It's not too big either. It's not too small. So yeah, I think that this is pretty good. Let's open it, and let's say 10 minutes. And of course, Here too. We're gonna do this is gonna be snowman army. We also have astronauts. Let's do like a lost astronaut in here. Because you know, astronauts are also white. So oh nice, we got him trapped on the queue. Oh, that's really good. I like that. Okay, so why don't we call this yeah, we should call this the ice challenge. The ice tube challenge. Yeah. Because basically you're sitting in like a tube, right? Oh, it's so cool, the ice tube challenge. Yay. Not really. It's just the lamest thing ever, to be honest. Now that's for the tracks. Let's make them invisible. I don't really like those tracks being that much visible. And this is for the fences, and we can have those be icy blue. I'm cool with that. And then we'll do like a bit of green, maybe a bit of gray. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Look, and I'm not saying that it's like, you know, we have like a really busy or crowded stuff here, but well, you know, it seems that the timing in between the boats is good enough as it is, you know, on default. So we don't need to do much about that. Also, this should have ratings, which is on average, you know, it's not bad, it's not great. Now, as for, you know, to pimp this up, let's do like a few fountains. Because fountains are always good for these type of things, you know. And I think this is like a double-edged sword, because it will also help with the coaster, I believe. That is if I'm actually allowed to place a few. It's not like we really need these, but you know, they will help. I'm pretty sure of it. So there we go. Nice. Do we have the ratings? Yeah, look, 3.14. As if that's great. Also, you know what I haven't checked? Okay. Guys, I think I quickly have to redo all our stations. I just now noticed that we have this as well. And you know, this is not even in this type of world, you know, of course we need this. It's the only option, you know, for us. So, let's see. You are also gonna be snow. Maybe for this one though, because it's like inside a castle, maybe we can do like this. I don't know, maybe gray? Yeah, it doesn't look much better now, does it? I think this looks okay-ish. It's not really integrated. Maybe we should add like a few walls from like the garden to the station to make it, you know, incorporated. I think that's not a bad idea. Something like this. I must admit that incorporated only goes so far, right? I can't even see. Yeah, I thought as much. There. And then this needs to go there. Right. You know what we can do? We could make this like a garden too, but let's leave that ice, you know? I'm cool with that. So now that we have that, do we have any? No, of course we have not. So what we can do next then, maybe, is like, I don't know, maybe this. We have like a nice spot over here, you know, to watch out over this whole terrain thingy. Now also, we kind of need like a small square in between, which I feel like wouldn't be such a bad idea to construct right now. You know, if we go high, and then though, we have a room here to do some cool track design with a coaster, maybe in the future. Just oh wait, that's not the most cleverest route. And then what we shall do is this. And look, we have ourselves our loop. Nice, okay. Now, this is mostly for just packing guests into our park, you know. It's not really for any particular use at the moment. we don't really need the path for the rides or anything. So, you know, it's better to have this than to be short on it. Like I said, you know, this is mainly for storing guests in the park. Let's add like a few facilities and then we shall call it good. Of which, of course, our eggheads have researched exactly 0. Thanks, eggheads. It's a shame I can't direct them to do my bidding. It's one of the drawbacks of not having to worry about money, I guess. There. Obviously, we want more here. Let's lower that. And then another donut shop. Yeah, we can do with another one. I think the only place though viable is there, and then obviously we also need like a drink stall because you know, drinks are equally important as food. Let's do the drink thingy here. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay. What are we gonna build here then? Yeah, let's go with this. Let's go with the Ferris wheel, and let's build it over here, like right on this side of the hill. Now we know that we do not want a long queue for this. So in theory, what we would need to do is lower this whole thing. Let's do that in like a nice way. I'm gonna do something dangerous here, but I'm actually gonna use this tool. Because I think this is like the tool for the job right now. Yeah. If you don't have money, you can use this. If you do have money, I just warn you right now, do not use this tool. Because it is gonna eat at your money like nom 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 nom. Like crazy. Oh, and of course, we do not need the castle style here. We want snow. Jon Snow. By the way, guys, just so you know, I've totally not watched like the last 2 seasons. So, you know, you can say anything about the series if you want. You know, they basically when they made it like a zombie versus dragon type thing, you know, then I kind of lost it because the books are so much better. They really butchered, you know, how good the books were, in my opinion. Let's go with 2 rotations. You know, I just wanted to put that out there, you know. A lot of people who I know watched it and they were all complaining about it. And I was like, yeah, but I'm the clever one and I didn't watch. Also, I've instantly come to regret that. Let's do the 1 rotation. Because, yeah. Now, let's go with another red here. And then a little bit lighter red. And then it is way too ugly. I'm sorry, this cannot happen. Maybe if we do like icy blue supports like that. And then a white inside. And then a bright red. Yeah, this is okay-ish. It's still not great, but... Now, why don't we call this... snow chickens. There we go. We need a snowman for the snow chase. Now another cool thing here is that we can basically keep track of our rides by counting the amount of entertainers that we have. Ooh, by the way, speaking about stuff, yeah, I might have totally forgotten that we also need handy dudes here. So let's get another 2. Now apparently there is a limit on the amount of staff that we can hire. We're gonna find out if that's true. For the time being, though, we have plenty of guests and plenty of room to accommodate them. Nice! I need this. I need this. Souvenirs. Yes, please. Let's get one there. That's where we need the first one. And let's go with orange. You know, like I said, we totally do want, you know, all the colors to be the exact opposite of Icicle colors. So. Let's do another coaster, shall we? I think what we want is let's not do wooden coasters in this park because we don't really need them. Let's go with like a steel one. Why don't we do like a cool steel one over here? Well, let's go with like a slide. Now, maybe the slide is even better. Shall we do the slide? I feel like we should do the slide. And what we can do with it is basically, I feel like it would be cool if we can put it like in here, right next to this station, because that will boost the actual ratings of the rowing ride thing. So if we can pull this off, that would be really good. Okay, maybe one earlier. It's not that we need to synchronize it or anything. Look, we already got an award for the best staff. Nice. Okay. Thinking. You know, creating headaches. Okay, so far this all starts to work out. We're kind of building in the opposite area of where I expected this thing would live, but it is what it is. Oh. Okay. Yeah. That was the only option that we had, really. And this is also like the only option we have for returning to our station. Am I saying that right? Would we also be able to... There's also this option. Not sure if we want to chase this option though. Let's go with this option, because that also has more track like right next to the rowing attraction, so that will boost its ratings even further. Excuse me. And of course, you know, that's what we're after all. What we need to do here is get this up. Okay. Like I said, you want to be careful with that, because you saw what happened, right? And you know what? Let's do like underground section in this. Wow, did the ice just become ugly or what? Wow. Yeah. Okay. This is not the way it's supposed to look, if you ask me. Wow, is this ugly? Oh my. Right, now if we were to leave this open, I think everybody would be catapulted out. What we are gonna do is line it up. Actually, don't really want to let this go anywhere else. Basically, from here onwards. And we might even crash in the S-band. We'll see. We'll try it. If it crashes, we know we have something to adjust. Okay. Maybe over here. Because I kind of want to get out of the you know, back to the surface, get out of the underground. Like right over there. Perfect. Yeah, this is exactly where I want to get out of the underground. Nice. So then, in theory, what we can do is... Basically, right now we have like one big drop, and then right now I just want to have this go back towards the station. So nothing, no too fancy designs or anything. And the good thing is, you know, all the dinghies will at least get up this lift like pretty well. So let's do 2 levels. So we're at height 13 or 12 right now. So then we can basically go like this. And we need to be careful to not make it impossible for us. It would be cool if we would be able to go below this and then back. If we can pull that one off, oh, that would be really amazing. Okay, so yeah, hold on a second, because right now we are above our own track. Above our own station, even. So, okay. It's starting to look more and more like, oh, we still have like a possibility that it's gonna happen. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Today I learned. Maybe though, maybe it is gonna happen. If we were to say 2 of these. Yeah, okay, so that's not gonna happen. So then what we need to do is... Oh. Okay. Now, I'm just thinking, like, okay, so where exactly are we gonna get this one back towards... We want to go even further with this, because we need to S-bend it again to even get this anywhere near where we want it to be. And I don't think we want to have this go down and then have like a slight... Yeah, no, that's definitely what we do not want, so... This is what we want here. Okay, I'm pretty convinced that this is a death machine. But we'll see, we'll see what we can do here. As for like this stuff, I hope, because I might have not really thought this one through. Okay, so that's at least possible. Okay, that's sorted, but then the exit might be best if we actually hook that up over here, because I think over here is going to be a little bit of a challenge, so yeah, let's do that. Let's put that there. And then that seems good. I like it. I think that this is set up for success. It's a bit of an unconventional slide design, right? Let's test it anyway. Okay, prepare for crashing and exploding dinghies. These are like terrorist dinghies, right? Because if they crash, they explode. They must be loaded with stuff like Semtex or whatever, It's the only explanation I have for those things exploding. Now then, let's see. What are you gonna do? And also... Oh wow, it doesn't even go off here. That's interesting. It's like totally cool there, I thought it would launch itself off, but apparently it does not. Okay. Interesting. Now, will you launch yourself here? Not really. In fact, I'm about to say, like, it's almost like you're stalling. Okay, now that might be dangerous here. I'm not entirely sure. It seems as if it goes alright, So, well, if it seems to be going alright, I guess what we can do is just open the thing. Have I set up? No. And we definitely want an extra one of you. Oh, and of course, we also need an extra one of you. And then in the snowman suit. Dang it. I don't want pandas. You should know by now. Righty. Well, I guess it's time to open this. It's not bad. It's not bad. How are we gonna... Yeah, why don't we will call this yeah, Al Nusra Dingy. No. We can call this frozen explosives. Frozen explosion. There. And then you'll see that with the gas, because they're heavier, then all of a sudden the physics change and they will actually get off this curve here. Just mark my words, it will happen. You'll see it happen. But that's for later concern. Let us see. I definitely do want this to be icy on the inside. We cannot not do that. I think a green track is also good. Maybe wooden supports. That looks lame. Black supports also looks lame. Grey supports kind of okay-ish. I think we should go with grey supports, to be honest. You know, I think they look the best. Now this is the first test here. Okay, so they don't crash off there. Now it seems to me that this is a complete and utter fail-safe dinghy thing, because they have plenty of pace to go through there. So they nothing can stall here. And then mark my words, everything will stall. You know, when I say those things, it's almost bound to happen. Not really the intention, but just watch it. You know, you'll see that happens. Good. Now that the slide is in place, what else are we gonna build here? Because this is like a bit of a barren section, and I feel like we should add something to it. Why don't we go with... I think what we could do is add like a saucer ride over here, and then hook that up to this section. Yeah, definitely. Let's flatten this hill a little bit, because I don't want the saucer ride to just stick over the edges like crazy, you know, because that just looks stupid. So now flattening, we don't need that fancy tool for it. We can just do that right carefully, with the emphasis on carefully, which admittedly is not really my strong suit, but and then just something like this, you know, make it look nice, and then we have the terrain for our flying saucers. I mean, with no money, you know, doing a good bit of terraforming is not really an issue or anything. Also, I am kind of curious, did we boost up the ratings here? We did, by a 10th. It's actually not bad, you know. Usually the rating agency is like really stingy with adding more to the ratings, but no, we got away with a nice one. Also, you know what we maybe should do as well? I just now realized, maybe we should add just a little bit more scenery too, because it is a bit barren, don't you think? Yeah, we'll do that in a moment. Let's first let's get the saucer ride set up. This is gonna be easy, just nothing fancy. How many could go on this again? 12. Yeah, that's perfect. Perfect, I say, perfect. Well, we need the longest time possible in there. And then just open it up. And does this have music by itself? It has. But I don't really feel like doing that, because it just mixes in with you know, our fairground thingy. I don't really like if we hear like 2 or 3 types of music, you know, mixed together. So we won't. Let's see. We want this over here. No entry. Do we need like? Yeah, we don't really need any handy dudes extra here, I believe. No, definitely not. Everything's covered. Everything's groovy. Maybe we do want like an extra mechanic. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Right. Now, how about we name this? Yeah. Why don't why don't we call this Vodka-licious? Because in the end, that's another drink that you need to drink ice cold, huh? See the reference there? Why don't we call it? Oh, you know what? We're gonna call this absolute Vodka-licious. Yeah, there we have it. Best name ever, and you know I'm going to Poland in like a few weeks, so I need to prepare myself as well. start practicing, you know, the beverage. Let's stick with black on that one, and then do like this. Yeah. And then do we have? Oh, that that looks really bad. Let's do something like this, and then maybe like bright yellow. Yeah. All right. Good. Oh, and I almost forgot. You are needed. Now look at our ratings. You know, we're slowly but surely creeping up. Hey, wait, where do you think you're going? You have territory assigned. No, but look, slowly but surely, our guest rating is like creeping up to 900. So, and I think that's mainly because we got everything taken care of. You know, there's facilities everywhere, entertainers for every queue, no litter, nothing broken, maybe a few too long queue times. Great rides, you know. Yeah, we got the bases covered, and we need to add more, specifically coasters, to continue upping this park. But look, we're already at a fifth of the amount of guests that we need. And so long as we add plenty of park space, I don't feel like we will lose out that many guests. So, you know, so long as we keep expanding and building good stuff, we'll be at that 2,500 guest mark in like no time. So, yeah, we're gonna try and achieve that next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.